Let's try that. Sound check, sound check, sound check, sound check. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry about that, guys. I know my audio's been kind of terrible as of late, so I'm just trying to make sure I get it good. That should be good. Okay, hopefully that doesn't sound too bad today. Now, I did see the stream later, and I am sorry for. What is Oh, okay. And I am sorry for the audio quality during that one. I'm still working on a proper headset, so the echo effect was not intended. But here we are. We're going to see how long we go for tonight, and hopefully we'll turn on another good video. Again, please do check me out on YouTube. I know the video before wasn't that great, but you know, I try to be entertaining, and I can only hope that it entertains someone. But yeah, let's pull it up and let's jump back into another part. So this time we're going to try and better do our audio. Like I said, I'm new to this, guys, so bear with me. So let's go immediately into settings and minimize the game audio because it's whacking us hard. We can't afford that. Options. Not our options. Resume. Okay, let's jump back in, guys. So we were on keyboard, as I recall, and we weren't doing too badly. So yeah, we're gonna see about sticking on keyboard, and hopefully we can make it good. Sorry about the wallpaper again. You know, it takes a second for the game to register. I'm here, but hope you guys had a good day. I'm sorry that I'm streaming much later today. Work pulled me.
Not enough data yet.
Pulled me hard, so that was unintentional. So let's go to sound and let's. Now we've got our save file. Okay, hopefully this is going to sound a bit better. Let's see, that was my weapons. That is to alternate weapons. That's to close. This is to sprint. Okay, we just got to make sure we know our buttons. Now, as I was saying yesterday, you see this guy with the Keepers, which are the alien race that manages the Citadel. This guy, Corbin, very hard to remember what he was. Kahaku.
I'm waiting to speak with one of the councilors.
Ish. So Corbin sends you out on a little errand mission where you can scan all these guys, but you will end up running into someone who's going to catch you out and say, "What is this? Why are you doing this?" And it's a whole mishmash. I don't remember exactly what the right way is to do it, but yeah, there's a bunch of these kinds of people around. So right now, this is Admiral Kahaku, and he is
I just want to ask a couple of questions.
One of the admiralty in the Alliance military. Now, there's not a lot of admirals you run into during our stints in Mass Effect, but Kahaku has relevance in the first game quite a bit if you partake, and I think it can move over. So let's just talk to Kahaku now, and just hopefully this is the audio fix.
Commander?
Oh, Kaku's not talking with us. Okay. So why don't we get Corbin
I want to
out of
move
the
on.
way?
It's just standing there. What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the keep...
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
We're just talking.
No. I'm using a small scanner to gather reading. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive
Well,
about it?
technically, I don't really think my scanning disturbs them.
It's strange
but
to
the
think
authorities
that
might
in
disagree.
all of the
I'd like to do it more
eons, these
openly,
people, the
but it's
hundreds
not
of
really
years
worth
these
getting
guys have
arrested
been
over.
here,
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
you'd
I
think
don't
that
even know
they
who you
would.
are.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the
Oh.
Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help.
No one else had tried
Read
this
this.
before.
It's activated each time you see a keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you
Trying to
scan?
learn whatever I can about the keepers.
Which is actually a
We see
really
them working
smart
everywhere,
thing to do.
Yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist.
I mean, they literally
I
are
wanna
in
know what
charge
makes
of the
them tick.
upkeep of the entire ship that everyone here lives on, and no one knows what their their purposes are.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
So, just to show you, after doing that, boom, that scanner is done. I can't quite remember. I think there's like 20 or so, but it just shows you that there's a lot of them all around, and you gotta hunt for them. So while I talk, we'll just look for some keepers around here. The water in this place is always such a weird color. It also goes with the color scheme, I guess. Very autumn-esque in this location. So the council, just to recap, guys, if you didn't watch the previous one, the council doesn't believe us about Saren, the evil specter, and so we have now been sent to gather evidence for our case against him before we can move forward. They have not withdrawn our submission for the specters yet, but you know. And therefore, you know, we're doing what we can. That area is going to come into play later, I can tell you that. So now our primary objective is to go and find Garrus Vicarian, who, if you guys were here, you saw me raving about last time. Garrus is going to help us with the whole situation, essentially. You know, that's really how it is. But yeah, now I don't quite remember if the first way is to go to Harkin. I do know I always end up at Harkin just because, you know, that's how the game kind of takes you. But I feel like I've ran into him of my own volition.
Commander?
It's really hard not to do this weapons thing. Yeah, that's another one scanned. I don't remember how many there are. I honestly don't.
Yes, I'm still waiting.
So we ran that way, so I don't think there's another one up here, per se. So yeah, in doing so, we will probably run into quite a few of our characters. Here we go. This is the other one up here. I remember that in a lot of the areas, there's quite a few. The Presidium, the Presidium has probably the most concentrated amounts of them. But yeah, otherwise, they're all over, so it's really just about finding them. So this is, if you look here, is strange enough, is formal attire in most cases. For Sorry, for example, this is one of the most common dress designs you're going to see in the game. And it really is cool because the intricacies of their clothing and things, like Solarians are an intelligent race that can be just very strange, and yet in their formal attire, they tend to look almost like religious leaders, which is very unique. And then with the Turians, you know, they prefer to wear armor all the time, but even their outfits are very unique. it's just so cool to see how much work and effort went into a game like this. So here we have a human dignitary. They wear pretty similar stuff to the Asari because the body types are the same. Just in case you guys don't know, all Asari are female. There is no male of the species. Every other species has variants, so male and female, but Asari are purely female. And hold on, my thing just pulled up something. There we go. And they procreate especially with other species. So all Asari can give birth and can take, I don't exactly know how because they haven't really explained the process, the genetic structure from their mates implemented into the DNA of their offspring. Now the offspring will always be Asari, but depending on the partner, they can be Asari half Krogans. So this usually will be indicated in markers on them. For example, their face. For example, the head tendrils on this Asari could be a marker for Solarian or Krogan heritage, technically. So in the Asari culture, it is considered highly important to mate with other species because the adaptations and advantages it gives the next generation is always more useful. Krogan Asari can become very powerful military officers and soldiers. Solarian Asari, brilliant scientists as well as soldiers themselves. It's a very strange give and take, but yes, Turians as well. However, the new one is also human Asari offspring. I can't remember when I met a human Asari. As of yet, it's kind of hard considering that a young Asari, because Asari live to be 1,000 years old. They live for a millennium. So 100-year-old Asari is still considered sort of a teenager, which is very strange, you know. But understanding like the long term of lifespan, it's like the elves, you know. Okay, we want to go to the Presidium. We can't take the alternate, so we're just going to go in. And, oh god. I'm so used to just clicking A on the controller. So, with that said, Asari who mate within the Asari themselves, however, create what's called a pure Asari. And they are frowned upon because they don't have that advantages, but also there is a special type of genetic defect that can be found in pure Asari. And we're going to come across that later, and it's quite a thing. So be ready for it. Let's get this keeper out of the way. Please, please. Yeah, but yeah, stay away from the keepers. Please don't bother the keepers.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Okay, so we should be able to trigger a lot more miniature events now. So let's see what we can do. I'd like to get back to the main missions while we're here. But like I said, we're doing a big run, so we're going to do a lot of stuff.
You're not allowed in here.
Yes. Oh, so over here we have a CSEC officer who is trying to get rid of a protesting hammer. Preaching hammer, technically. Again, very religious beings, very heavily. And yeah, it's a whole thing. So let's see how we're going to do this. We usually do it the same way, but, you know, every interaction adheres to every interaction. It was interesting to see people talking to each other, just to wonder what the conversations actually is. Here we have a Turian. Also, here's a fun fact. Turian females are talked about, but in actual fact, we only meet a female Turian in Mass Effect 3, and then they're much more heavily featured in Mass Effect Andromeda. So until then, we're not really going to meet any.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
You should be more tolerant. It's just trying to express its beliefs.
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
They have a permit.
So if the Hanar gets a permit, it's allowed to
No.
preach?
Registered evangelicals must follow regulations. There are specific failure to follow the regulations results in the forfeiture of the license.
What's the purpose behind the evangelical?
Forcing religious evangelicals to register for a permit weeds out undesirables. It keeps the area safe. The Citadel
That's
is
actually
too
kind of
important to
smart.
become
You
a
know, there are
battleground
some
for a
dangerous
religious
people.
war.
If you'd like, I could
I
talk to
argued
them.
with the stubborn Jelly all afternoon. You are certainly
Jelly.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers?
Oh, great. That's a lovely fact to jump onto. The Enkindlers is the Hangar's name for the race that is believed to be the creator of the Citadel and most of the advancements in space, the Protheans, which we will come to know a bit more of later. But they specifically call them the Enkindlers and see them as gods, not as a prior race.
Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers?
The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble.
I'll be back.
This one will continue to spread
Ooh,
its
okay,
message.
so there right there is an example of why it's better to do a dual playthrough and such, because then normally we would have enough Paragon points to take care of this. Right now we don't, and that's unfortunate. Okay, we're gonna run around and get some of the small stuff done. I'm still waiting to locate a particular couple. Very interesting. Okay, let's go and get Bolivon off the list. Okay. Hello again.
Is there anything I can do for you today?
I've heard you work for the Shadow Broker.
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. Normally, this information would cost a small fortune.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now.
That's what happens when you deal with a traitor.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. Turning on him doesn't make sense. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal
And
with
we're
it.
gonna meet him.
A Krogan mercenary.
That's not much to go on.
I just told you that the most famous Spectre in the galaxy. Speak with the Krogan if you want to learn more. I heard he was paying a visit to
Isn't it
Citadel.
strange that a Krogan would want to...
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want. Galactic Finance. I'm an expert. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone. to
Excuse
conduct
me,
business
guys,
without
sorry about
drawing
that.
Unwanted attention. Discreet.
Very
and
interesting.
efficient.
That's
That's my motto.
Oh, hello. We've got a viewer. That's great.
Sounds pretty shady.
Thank you
Everything
for
I do
joining
falls
us today.
completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even if it's true,
Still sounds shady.
So
we can
much
only
of
hope
this
you will
stuff.
never be.
What are the words?
You never know.
Okay.
Goodbye, Commander.
Codex points. Codex points. All we need is codex points. Still no particular couple to chat with. I think there's a keeper back here. Do you guys remember? I showed you this area yesterday. Yep, there's a keeper for you guys keeping track. This is going to come into play later. It's very strange. No, I think actually that comes into play with Shiara. I'm not too sure. Anyway, we gotta keep going with these little things, and there's another one of these buggers. We might get them all, we might not, you know, I never know, but that's still good to try.
Sure is peaceful here.
Yes, it is.
Welcome. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion
course
was
they would
eventually
try and have the
quashed by
statue
council.
moved.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of the over
I'll do this, okay.
for a full century, the council
Oh,
and
Judge
its
Reckner.
member species.
That's all for
Okay,
now.
so let's
Thank
give you
for
guys a
using
little
Arena.
rack down.
Have a
So the
pleasant day.
Krogan, as I said yesterday, during the Ragnar Wars, which was an infestation of a hostile alien species that was running rampant in the galaxy, the Solarian race took a younger species known as the Krogan and genetically evolved them into the perfect type of tank-like soldier to take out the Rachni. And they were successful. But with their new evolution and yet still primitive morals and culture, Krogan's first imperative after that was to populate, reproduce, expand, colonize, a whole thing. And the Solarians weren't too happy about this, so them and another species that I'll name later got together and did something about these Krogan rebellions, because the Krogan sought to expand even when they didn't have permission. Since the Krogan rebellions, they wanted to have the statue removed, but without the Krogan, the Rachni would have overrun the galaxy, so here it stays. Very interesting. So you guys are going to learn about what they did to quell the Krogan rebellion, and it really is harsh. So yeah, just get ready for it. Scan while we're here. Let's go take Shiara out of the list. There's Nalina. Not really hopeful for this. Okay.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Welcome. It is a...
I'd spend all day here if I could.
Ah, here we go.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Very interesting stuff. Okay, let's go and get Shiara out of the way. She's going to send us to deal with it's Elcor, isn't it? The Elcor? With the Elcor ambassador is an issue. And there's an Elcor ambassador and a Turian general that needs to be dealt with. So this is Shiara. Comes fully equipped. I guess you can say that is a serious strange bedchamber. I assume it's for you-know-what guys, but still.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many
I
things about
wanted
you
this
since
entire
your
thing,
arrival
so I
here
don't
in
know why
our
that was
citadel.
a hot thing.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a
Turian
retired
general?
Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's
Where
den,
we're gonna head
drinking
soon.
and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and
What
let the
happened
matter...
between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details.
What
If he
exactly
wishes-
do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to a sense of honor. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Now, when you first play Mass Effect, the Asari can be very attractive, but that lost
Now
its
I must
quell
ask
to
you to
me
take
a
your leave.
long
I have
time
many
ago.
clients waiting to see me.
So the Asari, like I said, they procreate with everyone. It's encouraged in their species. Now, this is not to say that they have multiple partners. No, Asari generally will have not too many partners, and only more than one, simply because they outlive quite a few of them. So, for example, an Asari and a Solarian. I mean, just remember the fact that a Solarian rarely lives to 50. So an Asari could end up spending her millennium with not one, not even 10, but roughly 20 Solarians if they choose. It's a complicated thing. There are other species that do actually live quite a long time. For example, Krogans tend to live for a couple centuries, and this is quite a contributing factor because a lot of Krogans, where we'll come into the fun fact about that, but Turians, I think, have a similar to human lifespan, as the same as a human lifespan. Therefore, some Asari do end up only having one dedicated partner and, never procreating again, but it all depends. It's very encouraged, though, to at least have one offspring.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
This is one of the small things that when the game came out is what got it some critical... he always looks like one to me, I think. I don't know where that group is. There's these two people. They're not really a couple, but they're together that you talk to. And it's very, very fun. Because what you can learn from them throughout the 3 games is very interesting. Okay, we finished this, so let's go to the embassy and grab those keepers, and then we'll head down to CSEC, or the lower wards to be more exact. So, depending on which route you take, you either can head straight to the lower wards, or you can take a different route, which cuts you through CSEC, which is sort of like customs control, you know? You arrive, you have business, you're leaving, quickly go check with CSEC unless you have diplomatic or military authority. So I believe there is at least one keeper in here, yeah?
I can't believe I landed a job here.
Yeah, these are the Elcor. We need to deal with the Elcor later. Grab that keeper.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
I hate Ashley. I really hate Ashley. He's such a racist. I don't believe there is any in Executive Paladin's office, but you know, it doesn't hurt to check. Does Nasana want to talk to us now?
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Yeah, it's gonna stop being that way a little bit while. Was there not a keeper? Here we go. So the last time I did this, I don't remember how it ended, but it does go to show you, like, you know, it's a thing to find them all, talk to them all.
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
Yeah. Oof, we've nearly done 30 minutes. Just shows you how much of a grind this is. Now, I'm sure if you skip all these details, you can do a pretty good run through, but to do a 100% run through, it does take a lot of meticulous movements. There's probably a much more organized way to do what I'm doing, but at the time being, you know, this is what I know, how I know to do. Anderson is pretty weird, you know, in the first two games. He kind of is always here, so where we can speak to him.
Yes, Commander, is there something you need?
You and Saren have a history.
About 20 years ago. But I saw how he operates.
Sometimes
but only if there's no other... But only if there's no...
Yeah, I accidentally clicked the other option, but after the first time, it really doesn't count. I believe... Was there not a keeper? Here we go. Got that one. Volus.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think.
Chastising remark.
I am
Din Korlak, we meet
Volus
in
Ambassador.
Mass Effect 3 again.
Is there something I can do for you,
What is this place?
In this, I'm sure our history.
I'd like to know
I'm
more.
sure our history. However, despite our long association with the Citadel,
Yeah, they've been
and
here
our
for a
many
while, and
contributions
they've
to
tried to
galactic
get council
society,
seats, but they're not really...
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
Yep, they're great technicians, dealers, administrators, they're not warriors.
Chastising rebuke.
You are naive. The EarthClan will be invited.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part?
All species must prove themselves.
Dismissive.
Really? How long have we been waiting?
You seem to have a bit of it.
You deep. Yes. Good day.
Hello there, human. Sincere.
You seem distressed.
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you?
What did this Asari do to get you?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive.
Where can I find this
She
Asari?
is across the bridge from here.
Yeah,
Her officers
Shiara
are easy
has the information on him, which I believe once we talk with the Turian General... I can't remember his name right now. Prometheus? That's a fun idea. His name is Prometheus. I feel like we should go through CSEC, you know. We're going to end up at Coruscant anyway, and the CSEC, you know, it's a way there. It doesn't really get us in the way, so it doesn't really bother me to take CSEC routes.
In light of the recent attack on
Oh,
Eden Prime,
this
many
is something
colonial
that happens.
investors
You
are
get
pulling their
locked.
support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist
So
that
Eden Prime
was an
is one of
isolated
the more
case.
favorited
Nevertheless,
human colonies in
colonist enrollment
space,
has dropped sharply.
and we're gonna come
Many
back to
colonial
it
proposals are on hold.
in a year. Yeah, I skipped that one just because I know it's a long stream, and I don't want to. Okay, so welcome to CSEC headquarters. At least in game 1, we don't really get to see CSEC at the same capacity in the future, which is a bit upsetting, you know, because this is really a cool place to be. So investigations, police forcing, everything on the Citadel goes through CSEC. So right off the top of the belt, let's see, certain people to talk to. Hey, down here might be a keeper, but this is a minimal place to go. So this is where the acquisitions officer is for CSEC as well as for Spectres. So make a note of that, because because if you become a Spectre in the game, you're gonna want to come here, because as I recall, if you're playing for the first time, he has the best armor for it.
One sec. Commander Shepard here with the Alliance military.
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC. So, will you be purchasing anything?
Yeah,
Show me what you've got.
Excellent.
Okay, so this is what he has for us prior to any type of upgrade in our rank. Yes, we want that, definitely. Very confusing. Okay. So Hydra Armor is not what we want. This is what we want. Onyx Armor. We can't afford right now, but that is what we need to come back for, because that is the armor we're wearing. So it's the proper N7 type. The other one that's pretty good is Hydra Armor. I don't have any junk. Can I go to the sell list? I don't know why it doesn't really let me sell anything. It must be because they're all confused. They're all confused. Oh, we have to click accept. That's why. Buy back. Wait. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Anyway, let's go back to the sell menu. Here we go. No. We have 2 of these, so that one. Then get rid of these 2. Gladiator was Ashley's, or was it a Phoenix? I think it was Phoenix, so we're gonna sell Ashley's armor. We're gonna just do that for now. I don't want to stay here too long, guys. So yeah, if you come to him later, and if you need starting armor, the Hydra Armor is very good. I'd recommend it, definitely. Okay, so this is the exit. This leads us to the Presidium Lowers, which we're going to soon. But we have to finish our business and see. Oh, there he is. So anyway, over here we have the Krogan, who we're going to now chat with. He was hired by the Shadow Broker to go after Saren. You know, we're planning on going after Saren, so we align. I don't think we can get around him. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, meet
Witnesses
my
saw you
favorite
making threats
Krogan,
in Fist's
or not
bar.
Rex.
Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
I love him.
You want me to arrest you?
So that's what a Krogan looks like, guys.
Go on. Get out of here.
Yes, human.
I'm trying to bring down Saren. Barlavon said to talk to you.
Barlavon is a wise man. We may share a common goal, human.
Enlighten me.
I've been hired to kill the owner of Korra's Den, a man named Fist. He did something very foolish.
I love his voice.
What did he do?
He betrayed the Shadow. A Quarian showed up here on the Citadel. She was on the run. She wanted to trade information.
Ah, ladies and gentlemen.
So she went to Fist. He promised to arrange a meeting between her and the Shadow Broker. Instead, he contacted Saren.
What does Saren have to do with this?
Well, the Quarian has something that connects Saren to the
If we get our hands on that evidence, we can prove that Saren's a traitor. And the Council will have to listen to us.
Saren might already have her.
Last I heard, Fist still had her. Probably somewhere inside his club.
I want to know more about your employer.
Can't tell you much. All I got was a coded message.
So once we go to Korra's den, we're going to trigger that mission.
Standard procedure.
What about Garrus, that Turian? He wants to take Saren down.
He might come in handy.
He was here just before you showed up. Said he was going to follow up a lead on his investigation.
Yes, the medical clinic. That's in the lower wards. So first spot to hit is the medical clinic and get that checked off. Oh, we've just unlocked him. Okay, so Ergonaut Rex is a crewmate. He is available in the first game and only in a special thing, special DLC in the third game. So with that said, Rex is one of my favorites, and I will be so happy to get rid of Ashley. Yes, accept squad. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Ergonaut Rex joins the party.
Every time I visit the Citadel.
So let's quickly go to Rex's stats. So, Rex is a Krogan Battlemaster with multiple abilities and combat skills. Is concussive shot actually an ability here? I doubt so very much, but it's still good to check. Let's equip his melee ability, his assault rifle, combat armor, and let's get that up as well as his armor, and then that's good. Caden should be good, I should be good, Rex. So yeah, that's the helmets. I hate them. Equipment. I think we have armor for Rex. So what he's wearing now is his mercenary armor, and it's technically the primary for this. Oof. Yeah, not a lot of Krogan armor looks great. We're gonna stick with mercenary for him.
C-Sec brings me here.
Okay, let's get the rest of C-Sec out of the way. A red Turian? Where did you see a red Turian? Was he down here? Okay, so I think it might have been...
Hello, Commander.
I think I'll be going.
Sure thing, Commander. Have a good day now.
So the Turians do come in different colors. And essentially, you can find all sorts. Greenish ones, bluish ones, like over here, for example. I'd like to say that I think it's a face paint type of thing, but honestly, I think their scales grow differently, like feathers, which is why some of them have a different looking skin to them. Certain enemy groups will meet in the later games, for example, the Blood Pack, which is a mercenary red band of sort of violent criminal mercenaries, essentially. I believe there's quite a few red Turians in it, just because I think maybe they thought the color scheme matched better.
Let me get this straight.
Okay, so this is Jalid. We're not going to talk to him, because he's about Corbin, and the Keepers we've been scanning. So Jalid is actually lying.
I can't really get into the details, but Shorbin will kill me if I leave here.
We'll talk to him soon. We've still got a lot of the Keepers to scan. There's a C-Sec officer. I think he's Garrus's partner or supervisor that's on site here. I think he's in this office. Yeah, this is Garrus's supervisor's officer. Why is... Rex, are you stuck? Rex? Oh, we got Rex trapped. Come on, Rex. It's okay. You're free. Come on, buddy. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, so this is a cool place to come and see. I'll show you guys. So this is sort of the station control. I'm pretty sure this is how they crowd in ships and tell them where to land as well through these kinds of terminals. And here's a keeper. Always grab all the terminals. Weapons locker. This lift doesn't actually activate for us.
If C-Sec were better at its job, there'd be no need for bounty hunters like me.
You won't be a bounty hunter for long, Rex. You won't be a bounty hunter for long. I'm very curious where the Red Turian was. I don't remember seeing him. It couldn't have been Palin. Could it? You guys think it was Executed Palin? Damn, I gotta check that stuff out. So this lift, where does this go? Oh yeah, to the docking bay. So you have to come through here if you want to get to your ship. Yeah, to the docking bays, because C-Sec handles all ship entry. Okay, so we now got the decontamination.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindler...
That's the fun part of the skip button now. Yeah, so this is actually a scanning room as well as a weapons room. So they can attack you here if they deem you a threat. Okay, here's the lower wards, guys. So that was a lift. Lang. Oh, I remember Lang.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I was on Mindwar during the Blitz. Saw you on the vids when you got your medal. You saved the whole colony.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
Why'd you join Citadel
I don't know.
Security?
Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe
So the
it's in my
humans have
blood.
been taking
My
up C-Sec
grandfather was a
ranks
cop
a
back
lot
on
lately.
Earth.
It's
kinda
really
what
a good
C-Sec
thing to
is,
do.
Police for the Citadel.
You know, it's
Still
sort of
pretty
like
new at
joining
it,
the
but I like
police.
it
So it's
far.
very helpful.
Way more interesting. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild. Plus,
How do you
C-Sec
like working here on
This place is amazing. I've been here almost, but I really like it here down in the wards.
So
There's
the
always
wards is
something
the
going on
inner
somewhere.
part
Like
of
that new
the
club that
Citadel.
just opened a
So
few
the
months ago.
Presidium
Blocks
is the upper level,
wicked
sort of the
scene in there,
luxury
Commander.
levels where
You
all
should
the
check it out when you
diplomats
have
and
some
such
time.
are. However, the lower wards is where the real business, fun, debauchery
What do you
takes
know
place.
about the Spectres?
You know,
Just
the
the stuff they
underbelly.
show in the vids. They always make them out to be super agents on secret missions to save the Gallic. Some of the other C-Sec guys don't like them. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
The Council used them because of their discretion
I shouldn't really
and
say too much. He's been on the Force a lot longer than me.
no holding back.
Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
Lang is a fun addition that many people. So here's the thing: if you enter here the first time and you don't speak to Lang, I think you kind of miss him, and then you don't see him again. Oh, is that? Oh, it's Emily Wong. Wait, no, Wong's good. It's Khaleesi Al Ben Jasani, I think, that is the pain. Okay, so this is the medical clinic. This is where we're gonna find Garrus, but I know this one around the corner here. So I'm gonna grab him. I don't remember how many there were. Okay, so rather than go and do the other stuff, we're just gonna get Garrus right up. Okay, so first things first, get your guns out.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc.
Is
Now,
that
if Garrus
Mikhail?
comes around, you stay
Mikhail?
smart. Keep your mouth shut, or who are you? Let her go.
Hold on.
Ah!
Dr. Michelle, I think. There's Garrus. Hello, can I hit you? What's going on here? What the actual hell was that? Okay, we need to talk to him, but first just double check for any containers.
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
Comes with, I guess. Okay, now here's the replenished med gel. So that's a great thing to get. Anyway, now we save Dr. Michelle, holster, and we're gonna attach guys. Thank you for joining us, Caden. You won't be needed for the next parts.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
I hold no
Thanks to
ill
you,
will to
all
you,
of you.
Garrus.
I know those men threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up. Keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
The one I told you about, Shepard.
She must be
See,
able
it's
to
important to
link
have
Saren
these guys
death.
with us.
There is no way the Council can
I'd like to
ignore
say
this.
that's because I like diversity, that I have an alien crew with me at majority of the time. But honestly, I just love these guys.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian.
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going
Welcome
on.
aboard, Garrus.
Fist is going to be waiting for us.
So now you get a pick. So if you look here on the upper things, it actually tells you their ratings. So here, combat strength, tep strength, bike strength. So right now, as Shepard, we are soldier strength, so we have immediate combat ability. Now Ashley adds us another full bar. But however, these two both come with combat ability. The difference is Caden balances out with biotic and tech strength. Garrus balances us out with a bit more tech strength, but also our combatic ability. Ultimately, until we get these two lovely ladies, we're not going to have a little bit difference in the tech and biotic department. But as for what we've got here, this is pretty good crew. So Garrus is definitely coming with me. Lifetime Garrus, buddy. And then we're going to take Rex for this part. We're going to take Caden again later. I'm going to alternate between these two, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, Garrus is my primary. That man has my back. He has every side of me. He is my man. Yep, except squad selection. Garrus Vicarian has been added to our roster. Here we go. Lovely, lovely Garrus. Here's a Turian helmet for you guys. It's not pretty, is it? Yeah? How do they see out of these things? I don't know. Turian age and increase. I want his assault rifle training. We need to unlock his sniper ability. Garrus is a damn good sniper. So I'm going to waste a bit now on his sniper ability because I know that's going to help me in the long run above anything else. Okay, check. And equipment. Okay, Shepard, doing good. Doing good, doing good. Not really better armor. Check on Rex. Why does he have a biotic amp? Does Garrus have a biotic amp? No, he has a technician amp. I didn't know that Rex was biotic. I've never seen Rex use biotics. Never seen. We don't have any Turian armor. Yeah. Okay, let's go to Rex and... No, wait. Yeah, it's not better than his. But no, he can keep it. No, it's a lot worse than his. Never mind. Okay. Dr. Michelle.
I never properly thanked you for saying. I don't know what would have happened if you had.
Let me take a look at
Of
what...
course.
So she has this stuff, which is great for us. Medical interface, upgrades, 2, 3, 4, all of them. So that was a bit of a waste, you guys think, but it helps with our regeneration, which is going to be tricky in the game. Okay, Michelle's good. Let's move on to the next part of the mission. Okay, with our crew. Oh yeah, this is great. This is great. So these things allow you to actually talk to your crew while observing. Oh.
There are a few unlicensed vendors who operate out of the markets here. Sometimes they have good stuff for sale.
If you feel lucky, we should visit the casino over in Flux.
Yep, there's a casino here, guys. Before GTA's, oh, you can't gamble here, or the international gambling laws in video games. I don't know why, you can't really make real money gambling in GTA, but it's still a feature. I'm not really keen on talking to Emily yet. Okay, this is the side path to the Presidium. And Emily's gonna call me. Yep.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard.
I'm coming, Emily. I promise I am. Emily is an ally in the games. So she's great. She's great. This is the black market door. And then this should be to Flux. So Flux is one of the nightclubs. We're just going to go there now and check for a keeper. Luckily, there's no rush to handle the Quarian matter yet. It's another cutscene trigger type thing, so it's going to wait for us to. Oh, here's the bouncer.
Hey, good to see another human in here.
Okay, it's Rita! Who wants us to talk to Rita? We're not high level enough to talk to Rita.
I'm waiting for someone else.
So I think a Volus or somebody who tries to mess with us. Yep, here's the one. So Quasar, I can't remember if it's like blackjack or slots. I honestly can't remember. But yeah, it's a whole thing, you know. It can be fun if you're good at it.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
I'm good, thanks.
All right. Is there something you want?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problem.
I'm interested to hear what you have.
Well, okay. The problem is, she's working. If they find out what she's doing...
Being an informant is
That's what I've been... I don't know. Sometimes I
think... You know
she's...
who her contact is?
No. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it. For Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand.
Would you? Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble.
Yeah, okay, the Volus should allow me to talk to him now.
Welcome to Flux. Name's Doran. We've got some... Well, if she wanted to come back, I'd take her in a... We've got some...
Hey.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you don't have a high Paragon level during that conversation, it's not going to help us. So we need to get another bar.
I really appreciate
So we're going to leave that assignment for later in the game. Because, again, we're working on a lower form of class right now. Okay, we've nearly gone a full hour. That's great. We haven't left the Citadel yet, so I'm going to keep going until we leave the Citadel. Hopefully, that's not too far away. Okay, do we go to the Black Market or do we speak to Wong?
Excuse me, Commander Shepard.
Let's get Wong out of the way, guys.
I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
Of course, Miss Wong.
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel.
Hard-hitting
There are
reporter.
places I can't... I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can
How
make
do you
it-
know that my
You
investigation...
wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something
You've got to have access to
I'm
better
using every source. I've read your file. If anyone is going to uncover corruption here, it's the
How do you know I'm investigating it?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. We're
Sounds
good.
like a good cause.
Thank you, Commander. You won't...
So every time we come back from a main mission, we should have a chance to talk to Emily. And ultimately, it can be great, as well as she's a nice ally. We don't have mass interaction with Emily throughout the games, but the ones we do, pretty good. So welcome to the market. I think this is the upper market, and then downstairs is the black market.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you going to give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry then. I can't help you.
But what do you...
Can't help you.
Roller shopper.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrade.
There we go, another one added to the list.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've
What
just...
colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake. Pharos? Novaria? Well, but it doesn't matter where you hail from. My goods are available to all.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
We're gonna go to these places later.
Corporate capital of the Attican Traverse.
It really is a horrible place in the area. It's fun, but it's
I don't
horrible.
get too many clients from there. They
And
all
then
have...
I'd like to
Pharos.
know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter the surface.
Yeah, Pharos is gonna be fun.
Humans aren't the first to colonize it.
So that's our first hint of those two planets
what you
being
got. Most
particular. Okay, so what's he got? Unique Elcoms we do. So how I'm going to say this is, on the ship, we have our own requisitions officer. And these licenses are what's going to allow us to purchase from them later. So we definitely need to make a note of that. Okay, pistol. Ooh, high-class Reaper. Like I said, we're saving up. Oh, an Omni tool, a Cipher tool. I don't remember the last time I really used an Omni tool. Armor here in the Assassin armor. We don't really want any of these other armors. Okay. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to one of the most strange reoccurring characters in the Mass Effect trilogy, Conrad Werner. While talking to Werner in the first game, we kind of inspire him to be horrible in the second game. And depending on our actions in the first game and choices in the second game, he's either a plain or quite useful in the third. So, let's start with this. Okay.
You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
We have to be very nice to him.
I spend most of the time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work.
Werner is very interesting because we go through this whole thing finding out certain particulars. So right there was a lovely interaction with Werner, and we will meet him again in Mass Effect 2. But what not many people realize is that Werner is a scientist. And if you actually have good rapport with him in the third game, he will add to your ultimate effective military strength score in the final, which will help you get your perfect game. But also, there is a particular collectible that you can do only in the first game. And if you get them all, it actually adds to Comrade Werner's points. It's a whole unique thing, but yeah, it's there for you. Okay, there might be a keeper down here, but this is the black market. Okay, I think the door control is going to take us directly to Cora's Den, so let's be ready. Oh, Morland.
Hello there. Welcome to Morland's famous shop. You want... Oh, you will be pleased, I think.
Non-human armors. We got light armors. We got Turian armor, the military. I think I used the silverback on Garrus. If I'm honest. I don't think so far on this playthrough I need to worry about their armors yet. You know, it's kind of sad because in the future games we kind of get given a salary. You know? Okay, so that's Decora's Den. But let me just double check on the alley. As I recall. That's another one of the keepers. I don't know where we're missing a keeper. Does anyone know where we're missing a keeper? Yeah, so you see here? That's the Presidium above. So that's the other lifts. Now we're going to head to Cora's Den. I believe we get to go in first. I think actually we either go into combat mode. Hold on, let me just switch to that. Garrus is on assault. Figures. Rex is always going to be primarily with, I think he's on the Scimitar shotgun. What the preferred Krogan shotgun is. It might be a Scimitar. Okay, and is it here? And we look, and we check. No combat yet. Okay.
Fist knows we're coming.
There we go.
Take cover!
Can't get the shot on him. Oh, Garrus, you got a visual on Bogey? Okay, that's down. Better to loop around. Well, I know you can kill me, okay. So, when we come back later, we'll have more interaction with these guys. Okay, let's just... You... a third one. Thanks, Rex. I'm sure you guys killed them.
Just had a good thing going here.
Okay, close quarters come next, so let's switch to a primary shotgun. Yeah, that's the fun way. Okay, this is timed, if I'm not mistaken, so let's get ready.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Do we have enough points?
Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
Yeah, we're fine.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea. Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway.
Yeah, you guys get out of here.
It would have been quicker to just kill them.
It would have, Rex. It would have, you're right. But they ultimately don't come back and pose a threat, so, you know, let them live. They didn't hurt us. Back on shotgun mode. Okay, let's hope we can do this, guys. You guys remember this? Okay. Oof. Hey, we got some free stuff. Okay. This is the time to pause. I bum rush too much, guys. I just rush too much. I need to switch into my tactical. Oh, we gotta start again? Yeah. Okay. Okay, shift. You, Garrus, can you please switch to that? Yeah, you should be fine, Rex. You know what's weird is I swear there was a guy to fight here, but again, that could have been on insanity. That's one. If I'm not mistaken, there was one here. Oh, he's there. Okay. No vision on that point. Oh. Rex, I can't see him. Thank you.
Bring it on.
Okay, I got him. And you two. And you two. And let's take the last one after that. They didn't die. Rex, we clear?
Just had a good thing going here.
And then we're going to stick to this.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Warehouse work.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
I need
This
to
would be a
work
good
out my
time to find
paragon
somewhere
meter.
else to work.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I never liked Fist.
It would have been quicker to
Shooting people isn't.
It really would have. It really would have, Rex. Ooh. We didn't get the same good gear there, but we got a free Reaper free, which is what we wanted. I do want that Reaper. Ooh! Gladiator. Wait. Can we sell this? Yeah, the green Hydra Armor is really good. Sniper rifle, sniper rifle. Accuracy is less, but there's a lot more damage and capacity. I think I'm doing pretty well with accuracy, so I think I can risk that for now. I would love to give Garrus... Oh, Garrus is the Avenger! That's why. Oh. We gotta trigger him first. Yeah, he's down.
Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
Smart move.
Where's the Quarian?
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait, I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here. Said she'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired through an agent.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker, ever. Even I don't know his true identity.
He's an ugly bastard.
But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting.
Give me the location. Now.
We gotta get them
Here
now.
on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, we couldn't stop
the Shadow
that.
Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
We don't shoot unarmed
people died because of him.
That Quarian's dead if we don't go now.
And take that, and then we leave immediately. Okay, we gotta go and save her. Oh, goddamn doors. Just trying to take it out. Grunt, can you help me out here? Oh, sorry, Rex. Ooh, not good. It's me. Come on, play peekaboo. Woo, who is that? Garrus, was that you? Thank you. Can you wake up? You know, I don't have time for this. Okay. Oh yeah, we've got a timer. Let's go. Okay, now I think we should be... Nope, still not attacked here. Okay, let's just book it. Screw anything else in there. Where is she? She's in the back alley. Is this one? I swear this is the back alley. Yep.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
Who did they bring? These things. I think they're Solarians.
Fire in the hole!
Shift. Oh.
Fist set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Nice to see you, Tali!
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself.
Talizura.
Not that I don't appreciate the help.
Talizura
Who are
plus Naraya. Wait, what?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here.
We need to go to the
somewhere
embassies.
safe.
We could take her to the human embassy. Your ambassador will want to see this anyway.
Yep. Good to see you, Tali.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many... Who's this? A Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
Making your day, Ambassador. She has information linking Saren to the Geth.
Really? Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Talizura Naraya.
We don't see
Naraya
many
is the
Quarians here.
ship.
Why did you leave the flotilla?
Pilgrimage.
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
So, the Quarian people are drifters. There's a whole reason why they're space drifters. But when a Quarian reaches the certain age, they are sent on a pilgrimage. It is a journey to explore the world or the galaxy without the colony as your safety net, and to see if it helps you find your purpose or such. And when you return from your pilgrimage, you bring a pilgrimage gift, which is a gift to the colony. The better the gift, the better essentially your status with the flotilla. And some take years to finish their pilgrimage, some take shorter periods of time. So Tali, as we meet her, is quite a young lady. She is, roughly a young adult. So, yeah. Very interesting.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people. When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people behind. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
What kinds of things do you look for?
Ships.
It could be resources like food or fuel, or some type of useful technology, or even knowledge that will make life easier on the flotilla. Through our pilgrimage, we prove that we will contribute to the community, rather than being
very,
a burden
very
on our limited
amazing.
resources.
So, as I said in the first stream, the Quarians are my favorite race. I love them. They're so intriguing, and Tali is one of my favorite characters. So I'm now happy because I've got a majority of my favorite crew.
Tell us what you found.
During
I have
my
my favorite
travels,
crew.
I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil.
It's very
I was
strange.
curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I
So
waited for one
the
to become
Geth and the
separated from
Quarians
its
have
owner.
quite a mixed
Then I
history.
disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
Yep.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful, and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most
Yep.
of the core was
They
wiped
created the
clean,
Geth.
but I salvaged
Those things we
something
were
from
fighting,
its
those
artifacts.
robots. Here we go.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
The conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
Ooh, yeah,
Conduit must
complicated
have something
topic.
to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology.
It is. No, it's not Prothean.
Like a weapon.
It's not Prothean.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Matriarch Benezia.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
Matriarch Benezia. So, just for you guys' information, the Asari people live to be about 1,000. They live for a millennium. They live in 3 cycles of maturity. Their youth, their normal and average age, and then their final centuries or such, which are spent as matriarchs. And what this refers to is because they've lived so long, they offer more maturity and wisdom towards the younger generations. Therefore, they are highly respected and known as matriarchs. So if you're over roughly 700 years, you're going to be a matriarch.
Are they some kind of new alien species?
No.
According to the Memory Core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago.
Far back, more than 50.
And then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Reapers
Sounds a little
are so evil.
far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life. And they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The heretics
The Council is
believe
just going to
in
love this.
the Reapers. Not all Geth.
The Reapers are a threat to every species in Citadel space. We have to tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
We got him, people. We
Right.
got him.
We need to present this to the Council right away.
What about her? The Quarian.
She comes with me.
My name is Tali.
Tali!
You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
I thought you were on
On your pilgrimage.
The pilgrimage proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good. What does it say about me if I turn my back on this? Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy.
So yeah,
My pilgrimage.
the Quarians, like the Volus, they're not set for this organic system, for this organic planet, for our atmospheres and environments. So they're stuck in environment suits at all times. But the sad part is because they are a spacefaring race and they no longer have a home planet, they're always in their suits. Except in like a hyper-capsuloid chamber type thing that's usually their rooms on the flotilla because it's expanded, it's been set to their environments. Yeah, it's not directly on the entire flotilla because they still have other people coming on and off, but in private they're usually able to. It's very sad because they're such an amazing people, and it's so sad that we don't get to enjoy seeing them.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Welcome aboard, Tali.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
So now they're going to get us into
Anderson
the
and
squad
I will
menu
go
again.
ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to...
So, Rex did well, but I'm going to take Tali for a bit just because it's fun. Okay, let's check in Tali's settings. Oh, we leveled up, guys. Garrus, we need to get his assault training up. Description skills. Okay, and let's do one more there. Tali! Great to have you on board. Brilliant. I am going to increase my assault rifles to max so I can unlock sniper damage. So if we go, unfortunately, to Tali. Nope. We can't see it, but she is gorgeous. They recently did, in the new version, Leisure Edition, there is a time when we're going to get to kind of see an image of her face. For the new one, it's been edited, and it's no longer what it used to be. But they had this sort of like photo stock image of a model that they photoshopped to look Quarian, and and that's what we all know Tali as. So Tali is probably one of the most beautiful girls in the game. It's very fun. Okay, so we're gonna go to Korra's Den because we have that to do. So I think if we take Citadel right... Oh, wait. Samesh.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia.
It's no trouble.
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden. I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the
Why did they refuse your request?
I don't know.
Because
All I
she
know is
was
that they have
husked.
declared it impossible for my wife to be returned.
There's no reason.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I lost, thank you for your time.
Yeah, we're gonna go talk to Bosker quickly. This adds to our Paragon points, guys. We left 2 conversations, which I think include the Rita sister. No, that's not the bar. Executed Palin. There you go.
My goodness, your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can...
A man named...
Serviceman Nara... Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before.
You think her body might be dangerous?
No, Commander. Nirali Bhatia is not. The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I'm out there fighting to stop crap like this.
All right, Commander. You tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth.
Paragon points. Told you guys, we've got to build these. This is the only way you really have power in these games. Oof. Which is another thing that's kind of sad. Mass Effect Andromeda did not use the Paragon system. So you kind of had free access to all the special choices and things. There was no difference, and it's kind of sad.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any...
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. It does not bring me happiness.
Always good to do stuff like that. Okay, we're going to use rapid transit, and then we're going to come back to this spot roughly. Ward locations. Where's Den? Here we go. A gentleman's club, it is called. Again, I always remember getting shot at in this area. I'm swearing I had to be in Sandy. So this is what Cora's Den normally looks like, guys. So there's 2 particulars to talk to here. One is her, Jenna, which we're not going to yet. And just for you guys. So that if you look at her, despite the other thing, her face, which indicates technically her genetics, so I think she's a Krogan descent. They just dance, guys. They don't do anything else. They just dance. This should be... No, where is he? Where's Grumpy? There's Grumpy.
Not now. I'm watching the show. Commander!
Septimus.
What's bothering you?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and...
This is pathetic. What could a woman do to put you in this state?
Because she rejected me! Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet.
We're very proud of you.
I think I can see why you're upset. But spreading
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying
There we go. See? We can't do this, but we can do this.
General, did you ever win a battle by moping in a bar?
Ha, war. That's what this feels like, alright. How did I let it come to this?
And that's why you need Paragon points.
That easy. Just straighten up and act like a general.
If you are a general, be it.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander.
This is no place for someone.
Alright. Say you're a bright kid. Would you be...
What do you want me to do?
There's an L-Corps diplomat.
Why would he think such a thing?
Because I told him. Look, I just
What
need...
makes you think
you'll bring him... Take this data pad. It shows where I got my info. Here's to soldiers acting like soldiers.
Good to see you, Septimus. See you in the 3rd game.
You know...
Yeah, they did a lot of cameos.
Yourself one day.
Yeah, General Shepard. There's Harkin. Yes.
Go away. Let me drink it.
Yeah, that's the guy we beat up, by the way, guys. So this is locked now. We can't. Oh. So there's no more access to his stuff, but the data pad's still here. Okay, so that takes care of another one of our little assignments. Let's go finish what we have to do down here. I'm not talking to her. I have done that mistake so many times.
Dancers are highly respected.
Tylee is glitching.
People, but I get the feeling these women are not held in high esteem.
Oh, I want to see a Quarian dance. Oh. I love Quarians. Even the men are so cool. Tylee, what are you doing? Tylee! 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 Oh, that is so fun. Oh, she's like a toy. She's like a toy. Oh, that's so funny. Tylee! Tylee! Oh, you guys are seeing this, right? Oh, Tylee! Oh, Tylee Zora Naraya. Tylee Zora Naraya. That doesn't sound right. It needs to be Vasnaraya, not Naraya. It's Tylee Zora Vasnaraya because Naraya is her ship. The last name of a Quarian is this, the last attachment to a Quarian's name is their ship designation, what ship they're from. It symbolizes where they belong in the flotilla system, as well as which flotilla. But she here comes here as Tylee Zora Naraya, but it's Tylee Zora Vasnaraya.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here.
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got this file? Here, Commander, for your trouble.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else?
You're my top reporter.
Quite a bit. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on his...
That's how you get more money. But I'd still give her the interview. I like Wong. Why am I going to Why am I going to Flux? 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 Flux. Isn't this a viewpoint? Duh. All the humans have the same hair. You Solarians look so suspicious at all times. That's the Presidian Commons. I want to go to CSEC. I'm gonna need the halfway mark. Good news is I do think we'll get in the field before the stream's over today. Just gonna check on Michelle. Now that that's kind of wrapped up.
I need those supplies from
Can and you will. Don't disappoint.
Who is that on the vid?
someone from my past. I have to give them.
Maybe I can get you out.
I have to give some of. Deal with him, but I really appreciate this, Commander. Thank you.
You're a duck.
I chose to keep the medic.
A few of my people have visited here on their pilgrimage, but their descriptions of the wards hardly.
So Moreland in the black market is giving us. Just why did they let us do this? So just for future reference, in all future Mass Effect games, on the Presidium and the Citadel levels, unless you're in a combat situation, you don't have access to your weapons. You're in your armor, but you don't have access to your weapons. So, yeah. Shepard's getting tired again. I'm glad we dealt with Conrad Werner. He's gonna come back. There you go, Moreland.
Hello there. Welcome to Moreland's famous shop. You want... But I was told the doctor...
Things have changed, Moreland.
Changed, but...
Shut up, Moreland. I told Baines you'd screw this up. What the hell's going on here? Who are you?
My friend.
Leave the doctor
We
alone.
can end this if you just bring me those supplies. Otherwise, I'll start telling people about the doctor's little secret.
Her secret stays buried. Or I bury you.
Hey, hold on! I'm just the middleman here. This is way more than I bargained for.
Thank you, human.
Once in a
It's
while,
good to see a humble
you
soul.
gotta use.
What do you know about Bane?
I have never met him, human. I only worked with the one who spoke with the doctor.
Goodbye.
Yes, all right then. Good tidings to you, human.
Not happy that I used a bit of Renegade. Renegade builds a lot faster, so if you do Renegade playthrough, you'll have an easy time getting there. Paragon is the harder but better route, but again, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go up to Michelle right now just to double check. I don't think threatening him was the right thing to do. But honestly, you know, you get tired of these playthroughs. You get tired of dealing with all the repetitive stuff.
Commander, how did things go?
He won't be bothering you.
Really? I can't pay you for your help, but I can give you a discount.
The thug said he worked for a man named
Baines?
Bane.
I wonder if he means Armiston Baines.
What can you tell me about it?
Last I heard, the Alliance military...
We should follow up with Captain Anderson.
We'll see what the captain can tell us.
I wish I... Is there anything else?
Let me take a look.
Of course.
So now she gives us a better price. Okay. I think that takes care of the lower wards. I don't remember if there's something we have to do in CSEC. Until we do the Core's Den infiltration stuff. Now, why am I doing this? Isn't there a Citadel or Upper Chancellor down here? Oh.
Hey, Commander Shepard. Good to see you again. Anything you need?
What did I just get?
Right. You're probably real busy. Well,
Oh,
see you around,
Sparkle
Commander.
Queen! Thank you for the follow. Sparkle Queen 93. Nice name, Sparkle Queen. I like that. Again, yes, thank you for the follow. I very much appreciate it. Oh, hello. Viewer raid, Free Spirit, Missy Pie. I got raided. Thank you for the raids. I guess I don't know enough about this, but thank you. Okay, where did we have to go now, though? Ugh. I'm so fubbly at this. I wanted to use rapid transits.
Do you ever regret leaving Citadel security to pursue
Welcome to
Citadel?
the stream. If there's anything you'd like me to try and do, or you'd like to see, please do tell me in the chat. I'd be more than happy to answer questions about the game, or just chats.
Life has improved your career opportunities.
Yeah, it really is. It's my ultimate favorite game. I've got over here my Mass Effect tattoos. I have a collection of limited edition classic memorabilia of the stuff, and I own roughly, I'd say, close to about 6 to 7 copies of every one of the original games, including I have collector's editions, trilogy pack editions.
So how are you liking your post?
Yeah. Absolutely one of my top favorite games. I've played so many times through it. Cora, where is he?
I guess
Is
not, but you could still use a few more men.
no, he's in the next section, I think.
Sure, but there's still way more complaints than the officers can.
Oh,
That's just life near
Thank you for following me, Freedom Metagaming. I think you're the one who rated me. No, Free Spirit did. Well, thank you also for the follow. No, yeah. With the Legendary Edition on the EA Games app, they allowed you to customize your own version of the cover. What I did was I made my own version, and then I actually went out, printed it, and I made a poster, and it's on my wall. I'll make sure to show it to you guys in one of the future streams. But yeah, it's featuring my personal favorite squad mates and such. I didn't scan this keeper, did I? Oh, it's such a hassle to remember where everyone is, because this is the different entrance. Oh, that's why. Oh, I'm so stupid. There's a minimum sort of level between the two where CSEC kind of is, but isn't. That's why I keep going, where am I? I forgot about this place. Nothing really happens here, so it's very forgettable.
Garrus, if you do not mind me asking, how
So,
do you feel about hunting a Turian?
Free Spirit, one of your favorites. What's your playstyle? Are you a fem ship, a male ship? Are you Alien Squad, Human Squad, Paragon, Renegade? Let me know. It'd be interesting to hear about other people's types of playthroughs. Is that my Avenger assault rifle? I don't remember it being red. I'm so forgetful. Okay, here we are, and anybody think we can handle the jellyfish? I think we've got enough Paragon points to try him again. Let's see.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Ben Shep, one of them each. Normally Caden and Tali, but I swapped them. Oh no, I'm with you, Free Spirit. I'm a Caden player all the way. I love Caden. He is my man. He is my loyal lieutenant. He is my Spock to my Kirk. Gotta love him. This isn't the way.
Is this really how you want to
Okay, so we do that, and then we... Yes, we unlocked it, guys! We got the Paragon points up!
There is no intent to cause trouble.
Yes! Oh, okay.
Is this how the Enkindlers would want you to use this gift of consciousness?
Tali is...
The Enkindlers would wish
I
for
absolutely
their
love
message to be
Tali,
spread
and I
to
love
all
the
sentient
Quarian
races.
race to all feats of them. Their history with their home planet and their Geth homeworld. I still hate that we never really get to truly see more of their faces other than that stock photo that they used for Tully for years. I love their history with their society, the flotillas, the pilgrimage. I love learning from Tully. A lot of them, by the way. But also, I just love Tully as a person. She's very kind and yet tough, but she doesn't play damsel. You know she needs help, but she doesn't play it.
The Enkindlers wouldn't wish their message to be spread.
For you guys watching, I'll tell you right now, Tali is my primary romance as male ship. And if you guys continue to watch the streams, and if you want, you can pick who I'll romance. It's not really impactful to the overall game, so if you guys want to pick, it's cool with me. I haven't started an Ash romance as of yet, but again, no matter what in this playthrough, I'm picking Caden, so I don't really care about that. But if you guys want me to do a Liara for all three games, let me know. And if you're interested in seeing Tali, Miranda, even Jack, which is also a very fun one, let me know. Okay, so we took care of that.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
No
Happy
problem.
to help. Here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should have...
Now, as I recall, there isn't another situation to take part yet on Presidium level, but we need to speak with Anderson about Iron's Tali on Xbox 360 in 2 and 3. Yes, absolutely, Freedom. Absolutely. Tali is my favorite, and I'm an Xboxer. I can't do PlayStation well enough, but I have all the consoles. I'm on the PC now, primarily for streaming reasons. But 360 is my favorite. I've absolutely loved it, and I love the carryover save system in the games. It's so amazing to be able to play a long-centered trilogy story in that manner. 360 forever, Xbox forever. Love my 360. But yeah, no, I have collector's editions for Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. It's very hard to get your hands on a Mass Effect 1 collector's edition, and there is one I've had my eye on, but it is very expensive. I'm hoping I'm able to... Oh, I think Anderson... Wait, why do... Oh, we need to speak to the Elcor! Yes, the Elcor ambassador. I've had my eye on it for a while. I'm hoping that in Mass Effect Collector's Edition of Xbox 360, it's prophesied that there is a working code for Pinnacle Station, which is the lost DLC in Mass Effect. So lost, in fact, that the code was so corrupt, they couldn't add it to the Legendary Edition. Pinnacle Station is sort of like a combat simulator, but if you're able to succeed through it, you unlock Shepard's first actual home. Absolute freedom. I couldn't agree with you more. Mass Effect all the way. Favorite game series, most impactful in my life. Okay, Zoltan is the one.
Strange greeting, human.
I know who revealed your secret.
Unbelieving.
Here, there should be proof.
Confused.
Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Relieved.
So Pinnacle Station isn't available in there. But there's also another glitch in Mass Effect 3 during Shore Leave DLC. Citadel Leave. The Citadel DLC, Shore Leave. Where if you try to go to the combat simulator with Jack, in many instances it doesn't work. And PC didn't have the issue, but consoles had the issue for a while. It's supposed to be fixed in Legendary Edition, so I'm very hopeful that when we get there, we can finally enjoy Jack's scenes, because I never got to.
Perhaps you are right, human. Thankful.
I'm sure.
Paragon points all the way, all the way. Mass Effect. So I found Mass Effect by accident. I was in a game store, and I just saw this Mass Effect game. I didn't know what it was, and I bought Mass Effect at the time. But where I am, in my country, there was a shortage following that. So when I went to go and look for Mass Effect 2, I couldn't get my hands on it anywhere. And so I ended up getting Mass Effect 3 and using the Genesis, I think it's the Genesis DLC, which allows you to sort of play as if you have a carried save file. It's not the best, and it's not as inclusive, but it's what I had. But then, like a year later, I was able to track down a copy of Mass Effect 2. And because of how rare and hard it had been to find them, I just started buying multiple copies when I found them. And then I did it for all the others until it became a little hobby. Until I had sort of a game shelf with all sorts of games. And then one shelf that was just multiple copies of Mass Effect. The weird way is I kind of see it as protecting the game, sort of like an archive of these copies, you know, making sure that they end up with a good home rather than end up forgotten, you know? And if I end up with multiple copies, you know, at least I've got spares. Ooh, Asari is making a run for it. So Anderson should be over by the tower. We got to get there now. So a FemShep is a hard one for me. I did say is that if you guys would like to see, I'd be completely willing for the first time to do a FemShep playthrough on stream. I've never done a FemShep playthrough, but I do know that if I do, I'm romancing Garrus. It has to be Garrus, no matter what. But yeah, no. So you know, I'm very excited. I'm very happy to play Mass Effect on stream. I've enjoyed it for years, and now I can enjoy it with you guys and constantly share my knowledge and thoughts on the series. For example, I will tell you this: I didn't hate Mass Effect 3 ending. I didn't. It wasn't as rewarding as it could have been, but ultimately, you know, the idea of it ending in a sort of sacrificial manner kind of made sense to me. I wish that the choices were better, honestly, but I can still say that I had an amazing time playing Mass Effect 3. So I see we're having fun. Again, if you have any more questions or you want to ask about a topic, I'd be happy to chat. Again, thank you guys for the follows. Really does help. Really does help. Yeah. Sergeant, guys, I got a message. Okay, I'm back, guys. So yeah, I do primarily try to stream. I am posting this stuff on YouTube, but again, there's apparently a dilation where my streams can be a bit better than my YouTube videos turn out. But I'm going to keep posting there, and hopefully we can build up some content worth watching. Anderson is up there, I think, waiting for us. So we'll talk to him quickly. Does Kahaku have words?
To speak with one commander.
Nope. Kahaku doesn't want anything to do with us yet. Okay, let's talk to Anderson.
Come on. Udina's
Nope.
presenting the
We gotta start the cutscene. Okay, guys, let's jump in.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step
I love
closer
the
to finding
Alliance dress blues.
And one
I
step
love them.
closer to the return
It's
of the
so
Reapers.
creative to me.
Wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I swear, it looks like scales, but I swear it's face paint. I swear it's face paint.
Matriarch Benezia.
Ah, they've identified her now.
Who's she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage.
Yes,
of their
I
lives.
know what they are.
Revered for their wisdom and experience. They serve as guides and Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers.
She's very
She will
powerful
make a
because
formidable
I think
ally to
she's a
Saren.
pure, isn't she?
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
No, I don't
Only
think
what
she's a
was
pure.
extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans.
The Reapers, name drop.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back.
We gotta go
Do
find
we
the
even know
conduit.
what this conduit is?
Saren
Well,
thinks
we
he can bring
know.
back the Reapers.
We all know.
That's bad enough.
But
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible.
Solarians are so weird
Where
to me.
did
The
the
Solarians
Reapers
are my
go?
worst race.
Why did they vanish?
Which is
How
weird
come
because
we
I
found
love
no
Morden,
trace of
but
their
I hate
existence?
Solarians.
If they were
No, I
real,
love
we'd have found something.
Captain Kirahi and Morden. I don't think there's other Solarians I like. The Dalatras is always a pain in my
I
ass.
tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
No, they will, because
is
they
different.
consistently doubt you,
Proof
Sherry.
Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers
Doesn't
are
matter.
obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
Anybody else hear Donald Trump right now? I don't believe it. Not at all. Can't be true. They're lying. They're spreading their democratic lies to control you people. But you're smart. You can see through them. I know this. I know this. Oh, my Trump does not sound as good as it once was.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all
Saren is a
Doesn't matter
rogue
if we
agent
can
on the
see
run
it,
for his
they
life.
can't.
He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse.
They would never.
Send your
They,
fleet
they will
in.
not send the Turians, the Asari, and the
cannot
Solarians
track
after him.
down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
They won't.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation.
That's another thing.
with a
We've
few
been
dozen
in the
human
Terminus
colonies.
systems. I don't see anybody who could really put a threat to the Council. I mean, the Blood Pack, the Blue Suns. I don't see them posing that much of a threat. Seriously. Or who, the Vulture are going to attack us? I don't know.
Every time humanity asks for help, you ignore us.
Shepard's right. I'm
See,
sick of this
it's one of the few times Odina and us are all on the same page.
There is another solution. A way to stop Saren that does not require...
Tevos is probably the most helpful
It's too soon.
of
Humanity is not ready for
the
responsibilities
counselors.
that come with joining the Spectres.
Then comes Spiratus. But the Solarian counselor is a nightmare.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
He's not wrong. Okay, here we go, guys. Big scene, big scene. Announcement,
Madam
announcement.
Shepard, step forward.
Here we go. It never gets old.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find it?
We will forward any relevant files
This
to
meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Ladies and gentlemen, Spectre status acquired. And one of the first and best achievements we get on the original
You're going to
game.
need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go
Anderson,
down-
come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Yep. We have to find, I think, him in the ambassador's office now.
I thought the ambassador would be a little more grateful.
Nah, Tully,
Didn't even
never.
thank you.
Until I find Saren, I haven't done anything. Come
Oh,
on.
you did do stuff, Shepard. There's Garrus. Spectre status acquired. I think that does actually do something to me. Yeah, Spectre training. Yeah, Master Utility. Very good abilities. Oh no! Oh. No, okay. Assault Rifle. We're this close to mastering our sniper. That's our best combat in this stuff. It's just because aim is better on PC. Okay. Freedom, if you're still in the chat, do you remember what I wanted to do besides talk to Anderson? Oh. Feel so lost half the time. He looks like he wants to talk to me.
I hope he's okay.
What's up, Gareth?
I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got
What's
a lot-
wrong?
Maybe I can help.
Maybe you can.
The Traverse is a rough place.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing, and that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical...
Any idea why someone would attack?
Privateers. I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
What kind?
Yeah,
They
we'll
don't
go
have
to
any
there.
real weapon. Maybe you could look into this as a... My brother's just a small...
If your brother's still alive.
I'll
Okay, he
forward them
sent
your
that
ship
to
right
us, so
away.
via the galaxy
Please
map
let me
and
know
our
as soon as
journal,
you find 'em.
we're going to check them. We got a lot of them built up now. Paragon points increase. Thank you.
Maybe. But I wouldn't believe everything you hear.
That's just it. I'm hearing it everywhere. It's not just isolated rumors.
Do you really think Saren could be involved in something like that without the Council knowing it?
Great
The
voice
Council does
actors.
know. Everyone already
Damn it.
assumes he's just doing their...
Not too many people have free access to the tower. Even less get permission to meet the Council.
We've tried to create organic environments back on the flotilla, but we lack the space for anything as grand as this.
I've been on the flotilla. I don't believe that. No. There is an organic system. It's not as big, but yeah. Aspect 2, the flotilla mission. I swear there was grass and stuff. Why am I doing this? Rapid transit. Rapid transit. I'm an idiot. What's our Paragon meter up to, guys? 3 boss. Is that enough for Cora's Den? Not to me. We can come back and do that one, but let's just run up to Rapid Transit, go to the embassies quickly. Rapid Transit Terminal. Oh, we've nearly done 2 hours. Okay, well, we're going to still try and finish this. Embassies, please. CSEC requisitions officer towards docking, and then via docking we get to leave. Why does she keep doing that? I know you're tired, Shep, but you're doing good. That's the funny thing. Shepard needs cardio. Cirrus, he's at docking, isn't he? Do I take rapid transit to CSEC or we run to the lift? Let me take rapid transit so we can try and get a bit more done. I want to try and get off the Citadel today. We started on the Citadel tonight. I'd like to get off the Citadel by the end of the stream. I do have to, unfortunately, stop at a certain point or I won't get enough sleep for work. So that's contributing, unfortunately. So here we go. Watch this.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you've got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
So now we get access to the Spectre stuff. Not that great, if I'm asking you. It's overpriced, and it's amazing damage and such. But again, it doesn't help me. No, too much. Yes, I'm quite aware. Still too much for us, but it's good to check. Okay, does anybody know? Well, Freedom, do you know where I'm missing keepers, or do I have to go and speak to that guy? What's his name? We go speak to him. We can come back to that though. Yeah. Nah, let's try and get all 4 for the night.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is
Again,
still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma cluster.
Thank you for
when asked why
the
communication
follow
with the survey team was suddenly
watch.
cut off last week,
Very happy
company
to have
officials
a viewer.
refused to comment.
And thank you to Free Spirits and Sparkle Queen for the following as well. It really does help and it means a lot. So thank you guys. Okay.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
Of the Normandy.
She's
Sad
quick
to
and
see
quiet,
Anderson
and you
go.
know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Why didn't you ever mention
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. I had my shot. It came and went.
I won't let you
Sarah's
down.
gone.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony
Oh,
there
the
dropped out of
Pharaoh
contact,
system.
and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was
We
after
need
on
to
Pharaoh's
go
world.
to a particular
Maybe
planet
you can figure out where the
first.
conduit is before he does.
before we hit Novaria.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one,
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing...
I'll stop.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She is a
Hello,
daughter, a
we're about
scientist
to
who
trigger
specializes in the
another
Prothean.
one.
We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's
I'm
Liara,
tired.
Dr.
Do I go to
Liara
sleep,
Tassoni.
or do I-
We have
do I try
reports
and
she
do a
was
mission
exploring an
quickly, because Liara is
archaeological
quite quick.
dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Freedom, what do you think? Should we run for Liara, or should we call it? Yeah, I'll start there.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander.
Your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole.
I'll try not to
Yeah,
make
yeah, shut up,
I have a
Odin.
meeting to get to, Captain Anders.
Yes,
Commander.
Baines.
What do you know about Armiston Baines?
Where did you hear that? Baines is dead. Has been for
The
quite
people
some
I
time.
spoke with
It's
seem to
not
think-
common knowledge. Baines was doing some high-level... One day he turns up dead on a drifting scout ship.
What can you tell me about the
I
ship?
don't know much about it. You should talk to Admiral Kahaku. One of his crews discovered Baines' body.
Ooh.
Any idea?
Is there anything else, Commander? But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you.
Tell me what...
The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me. It's not something I'm proud of. The plan was simple. Officially, it was ruled an act. Saren didn't care. Saren's report was... Maybe he just likes the violence. I had a bad feel. Maybe he just likes the violence. You're right, Commander. It's no good.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Codex entry. Okay, well, let's go establish ourselves on our ship. We'll say hi to Jeff, and then I guess we'll call it. I'm not really that tired, though, guys. Let's do a quick on... Okay, I will be right back this second. I'm just heading over to my fridge over there for a drink, because I'm and I'm back. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, that's better. Thank you for bearing with me. Oh. God, I love the Normandy. I can't actually show it on stream, so I will quickly. So I have this thing. It's a collector's item. This here, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, is a proper model of the SR2 featured in Mass Effect 3. Very fun little thing. Yeah, this is one of my little displays here for you guys to see. Yeah, it sits on my little pedestal with my other collectibles, and yeah. So I'm a very big fan of the Normandy's design.
When I first arrived on the Citadel, I spent nearly 3 hours being questioned by the officers here before they would let me enter the wards.
Yeah, CSEC is not easy on... Oh, sorry guys, my bad. I'd show you, but let's just jump back to this.
I used to have an office here. Spent half my time doing paperwork.
Oof. Oh, here's a keeper. Is this the last keeper? Yeah, that was all the keepers. So now we'll do the data stuff in the next part. Let's go aboard so long though. Here we go.
Stand by, shore party.
Decontamination.
Decontamination in progress.
This is a loading process. Who wants to see if we can skip it? Oh wow!
What happened to Captain Anderson? Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics.
I love Joker.
Just watch your back,
I
Commander.
love Joker.
Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say...
Okay, first speech.
Now's the time.
We need to be honest with them, guys.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse. But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
So we can pick what our stuff is.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy.
Ooh, drive core.
Time to show them what humans are made of. Our enemy knows we're coming. When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Oh, look at him! That looks like Hank from Ghostbusters.
Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain would be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
So, Freedom, if you're watching, this is my custom Shepherd. So this is the same Shepherd face I've had for probably a decade, for well over a decade now. So yeah, I took a picture of the code and I've had that picture since, and I use it. A squad. It said a Paragon went up. Ooh. Heatsink, take all. Okay, let's move forward. Oof. I feel like I should turn in. It's been 2 hours, you know. Nav manual. When have we ever used the manual? Presley!
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
Oh, I forgot about the bit of prejudice on Presley's side.
We're all on the same team.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Speak freely, Presley.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
But it's not about that. This isn't humanity responding to a rogue specter by taking out vengeance. This is seeking justice with the people who will help us seek justice.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
True said.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. Those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander.
I'd love to actually see the Skillian Blitz, as it's called. Seriously.
How'd you end up on the Norman?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Well, we got a Paragon and Renegade points for that. Interesting. Do we want to head to the VidCom room quickly to see if there's something that needs to be said? Scan. We're gonna go down to sublevels quickly because we haven't actually gone there. Yeah, not playthrough. Why did I get Codex points for that? What were those Codex points for? So this is now ours, the captain's quarters. That's our bed. It's not bad. The Normandy. What a fitting name, eh? Reduce these to Omni Gel. I don't need them. Better tap more Omni Gel. Reduce to Omni Gel. Don't need him. We're not going to get another money. Caden! Freedom, if you're watching, here's Caden.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense
I've
of
wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal.
What's your opinion on
I
the
don't
plan?
see how we could have done things any better. And we were on the scene faster than any other. Commander?
Not much input. Is Ash around? Strange. Oh no, she goes to the sub-levels.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe
I should
go. Goodbye.
We did speak with Anne about that already. It's such a meticulous thing, you know, with the crew communications. In the future games, it really is massive if you don't chat with them. So I like to try and make sure I do. Again, I don't really want to go too long with the stream. I've got maybe, I'd say, 15 minutes, and then I've got to really consider turning in for the night. Okay, let's go first see the drive core and welcome Tully aboard. Engineer Adams is going to be here. Adams!
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do.
I love Adams.
She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her.
I figured she'd be a real asset.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander. But I'm guessing that's not why you came down.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems.
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect.
The visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Where else have you served?
You name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served. My last assignment was on the Tokyo.
I love that the ships are named after places and such.
Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on. Probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the
What's so special about the
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
It's important to make a note of all this stuff.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able... I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels...
The Normandy's a prototype.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on the
I had
vessel,
no idea you found ship
it
tech.
comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to this, but we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
Old ships.
They're constantly being repaired. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as... But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we
They're
are
hard
constantly
people.
on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet.
For the fleets!
17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong.
They're all very close.
Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point.
Population
Of
control.
course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
I want to know how the birth system works for Quarians. I want to know, can they mix? We've never been told such. I want to know.
That's your government.
It's their council.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
Yep.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we
I
are still
love
under
the
military
Quarians.
jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board.
The Admiralty Board!
These 5 have the power
Yes!
to overrule any decision by the
Yes!
Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
It's amazing, eh?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3... All I know is the story of their origins. What they
So the
were
Geth were
them,
created
and how
to
they turned on
be
us.
slaves. I think Geth means slave. They were created to be slaves. And unfortunately, their intelligence got so high, and some sought to protect them as a new species of life, others wanted to put them down. When threatened, they defended themselves, and the Quarians fled their home world.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Hive mind.
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
Like a hive mind!
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates, but when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. As we built, one day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive?
A very particular Geth.
What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so
because
bad
it
about
shows
those
consciousness.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or the Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this.
You were going to kill them!
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee.
They had no choice.
We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But if we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All I know is the story. But one thing, but when they're in... As you can... A general order went out. We feared the Geth would pursue. Why do you think they cut themselves?
I didn't mean to.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join.
Wait, so she took her information to the Nema.
Into the crew.
Can a captain choose?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile. It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given less. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return, and the ritual... Like what? See you later.
So fun talking to Tali. I probably did that for much longer than I should have. But I like Tali. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the requisitions officer I've been talking about.
Commander. Looking for some extra...
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor? Well, as long as...
Why should I pay you for my
stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
So because we got the licenses, we have quite a large list. But what it essentially means is we can get everything we've prior seen.
Looking for supplies? Check back often. I need to move. Many of the best there are too many for me to keep track of. But each
Thanks for bringing... I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre?
Well, no. Spectres make their own rules. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always...
Or the red tape.
For the most part, the rules are there.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it. It didn't start out bad, but CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't
I hope you made the right choice.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder.
If getting the job done means endangering...
I wasn't trying to.
It's important to set Gareth straight. We're going to be teaching him a lot during the start. Yeah, so now we can equip their lockers.
Nice. What can I do for you?
What's your story,
Rex? Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our
Ooh, and immediately we go to the Genophage. Well, it's not really the Turians' fault. The Salarians were more behind it than the Turians were. So, I'm going to say it outright. The Genophage was the cure to the Krogan Rebellion. Solarians and Turians teamed up to create essentially a virus that the Turians helped implement and spread across the Krogan homeworld. And essentially, it sterilized most of the Krogan species. It's made it near impossible for them to reproduce, other than in very, very rare occasions. And it's really hurt their population because they die out. And the fact that they can't populate just means less of a life. So many of them go into mercenary work, criminal work, just to find a bit of meaning. It's really hurt their civilization and their species as a whole. And they're very sore about it, rightfully so. I mean, despite the fact that they were having a rebellion, the enemy essentially came in and neutered them. So yeah, that's hectic.
I heard about that.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with...
I was just making conversation.
Your ignorance... As for the Genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
Yep.
We're sure not. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes.
But they go to colonize. We're not settlers, so we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of ask this. All I know, it makes breed. Every Krogan is infected. Everyone. And no one's rushing.
Why don't the Krogan try to find it?
When was the last you ask a Krogan?
Well, there are Krogan scientists.
He'd rather find a cure for the Genophage or fight for credits. He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
It's important to talk to everyone.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
No offense. I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able...
If I had been more alert, I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few
I'm
minutes?
sorry, Commander. I wouldn't mind...
They really don't want to talk to you. We could technically ignore her, but it's free points. Okay, so we've established this. We're going to go talk to Jeff, and then I'm going to call it. We've gone over time. Did a bit extra, but I started late. So I owed you guys a bit. So again, thank you guys tremendously for watching. This is going to go up on YouTube. I don't know if my picture quality has improved. I do hope my audio quality improved. I'm still trying to fix these things, but thank you again for watching. And if you're on YouTube, please do hit the subscribe button. It really will help me so much. And it's hard, but I'm trying. And please do come watch me live on Twitch. I will be trying to stream every night. And even if maybe sometimes they're a bit late, I'm doing what I can.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing?
She's the best ship in the fleet. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you.
I like to know my crew.
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
Wait.
You mean you didn't
crap.
Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack. It's very dramatic.
So, for any of you Vikings fans,
put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her
I
dance
rather
for you.
boneless
Just don't
at
ask me to
Vrolik
get up
syndrome.
and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
Thank you, Joker.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever
Hey,
smile?
I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the... They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if
Yeah,
I'm
of
putting
course you do. It's an extremely rare... They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the
I don't
ship.
fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable.
Whatever you want, Commander.
I need to know more.
100 years ago,
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot. Look, I didn't...
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
Good to talk to everyone. So that's where we're going to call it, guys. Thank you again for watching, and please do come and join me again tomorrow. So, thanks again for watching the stream. If you're on YouTube right now, please consider hitting subscribe, like, whatever you're willing to would be really helpful for me. Thank you for your support, and please do come check me out live if you can. If you can't, then I hope you're enjoying the series on YouTube. So, bye guys.